Good evening and welcome to this special video edition of the news. Everything is just so exciting. Everything in Britain is now unbearably amazing. With less than 50,000 seconds to go until the solution to everything that has ever been wrong, doctors declared an epidemic of excitement fever. Commuter Ellen Archer from Finsbury Park said, "Here comes my bus. Go for gold, bus. We're behind you all the way." Another then punched the air and wet herself. Standing before the constituent parts of his breakfast, Tom Logan from Peterborough added, "You are all champions, especially you, Marmalade." Logan then composed a violent, expletive-filled letter to Ryan Giggs demanding to know why Team GB captain did not sing the national anthem and threatening to be only mildly demented in his enthusiasm for the Olympic football team. He added, "My eyes feel huge." Meanwhile, experts predict that tonight's opening ceremony will cause other countries to back away from England while slowly saying, "OK." Julian Cook, Professor of Opening Ceremony Discomfort at Roehampton University, said, "It will be a celebration of everything that is weird and unsettling about Britain. Danny Boyle will open the top of our national head and spray the contents all over the front of the world, like an angry farmer in the midst of a nervous breakdown." Over the next fantastically exciting 12 hours, the Olympic torch will bravely defy water on board the Queen's Jubilee Ultra Barge. Britain's cats will unveil their tribute to victory at a 12 minutes past 8, and Big Ben will start ringing and it will never ever stop. Professor Henry Brubaker from the Institute for Studies said, welcoming the launch of the Games, adding, "They will provide fevered world teetering on the brink of economic collapse with a much needed dose of petty nationalism. Now let us make colourful banners to encourage a bunch of dreary, self-obsessed show-offs who could not give a fuck about our support." Aidan Burley convinced career is back on track. MP Aidan Burley last night reassured friends that he is still on schedule to be Prime Minister by 2017. The Nazi-befriending Tory said he had successfully diffused his latest bout of unprovoked racial ghastliness and was quietly confident about his chances at the next government reshuffle. He added, "As an opening gambit, I shall tell the Prime Minister that, while I'm flattered, neither education nor the Home Office will really fit with my long-term plan. I can't wait to see his face. I will then remind him gently, not only did I work as a management consultant, I also have a degree in theology." At that point, he will nod thoughtfully, pick up the phone and ask George Osborne to step aside. "I have great plans for the economy. My first act as Chancellor will be to commission a Volkswagen. I also want to introduce a tax break for people who use them as fuzzy wuzzies." Julian Cook, Chief Economist at Donnelly McPartlin, said, "Do you know what? I'm not sure if this will make a huge difference. The economy is currently being run by a man who believes that much the same things as Aidan Burley, though at least he has the sense to go on Twitter with the same fake profile he uses to quote Enoch Powell on the daily comment threads. At least Burley managed to get through Oxford without being photographed looking like a right fucking nonce." Meanwhile, House of Commons is to create a special workbench for Burley that is so far from the Speaker he will need to send up a flare. And finally, beach volleyball abandoned after audience hears about the internet. The Olympics' main titillation fest was left deserted yesterday after rumours spread through the crowd of something called the internet, where girls are entirely naked. I like the sound of that. Horse Guards Parade had been packed with almost entirely male crowd who, in an era of unlimited free pornography, were still inexplicably getting their jollies from watching young women play sports. 44-year-old spectator Tom Logan said, "I couldn't believe my luck. There I was, sitting in the third row, just a few metres from women wearing little stretchy things that show the contours of their lady bits. Caw!" But when I said as much to one of the security staff, he replied, "On the internet, you can see girls that are naked. Actually naked." I was like, what is the internet? And how do I get it? I had assumed that sexual mores hadn't changed since Victorian times. But then I asked a drinks vendor, and he concurred that yes, if you electro-browse onto this internet, you can see the lot. Front bottoms, boobies, the works. As rumours of the internet spread like wildfire through the audience, hundreds of middle-aged men, many dressed in top hats and carrying canes, abandoned their seats and fled to computers. Hackney Internet Cafe, owned by Bill McKay, said, "I was just closing up when about 1,000 sweaty, exhausted men who had inexplicably just heard of the internet for the first time turned up saying they wanted to see pictures of lovelies in the buff." Former volleyball fan Stephen Malley said, "It's true. Naked girls, the internet, can't talk, all bloody and groin." And that is the end of the video news for Royal and Doodall Day. I am made for video. I am beautiful, as you can see. Unfortunately, men, I am a lesbian. Thank you. Good night.